Alex Hormozi is the business world's favorite marketer right now, and to see if his methods really work, I'm giving myself a challenge. Over the next 5 days, I'm using all of the principles he teaches in his latest book, $100 Million Leads, to blow up my business. My goal was to get to 500 leads and $10,000. And at the end of the 5 days, I'd do a live webinar to hopefully convert some of those leads into new clients for my YouTube growth agency. I knew this would be an ambitious goal, but I had no idea that this was going to be one of the most hectic 5 days that I've had in a long time. And there's a storm coming, and I need to drive to my parents' house before things get bad. Okay, but I gotta get some leads first. So here's what we're gonna do. Hormozi's plan in $100 million leads is broken down into 4 core ways to do outreach. I can't implement them all in just 5 days, so I need to figure out which of those 4 I can do quickly and also get results from. And so I'm actually gonna start with cold outreach. I've already had my VA put together a list of potential leads that would be really good clients for my YouTube agency. And so I'm gonna be recording custom Loom videos for them, sending emails, and doing DM outreach to everybody that's on that list. I don't know if y'all can hear that thunder, but I'm gonna have to do this quickly. There's 2 things that Hormozi says to avoid when you're doing your cold outreach. And the first is pitching your offer right away. Instead of pitching that core offer first, I wanna pitch a lead magnet, and that lead magnet is free, it's valuable, and that is what gets me the opportunity to get in front of them, give them some value, build that goodwill, and then have the opportunity to pitch my main offer. The first lead magnet that I'm gonna be giving and what I'm gonna be telling people in this cold Loom is offering them a free YouTube channel audit. Basically saying, hey, if you wanna grow your YouTube channel, here's all the things that I would do. So, oh heck, did y'all just see that? My power about to go out. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this when I get there and not from my desk setup, but it's okay. We gotta beat this storm. Okay, it's just now starting to rain and lightning. Oh, I hope this isn't a bad idea. Driving in that storm was my first mistake, and my second mistake was skipping out on the warm outreach because I thought that my existing audience wouldn't be interested in my YouTube offer. The people on my cold outreach list were much more qualified, but I was reaching out to them one by one with Looms, and that was just gonna take so much time that I didn't realize yet I wouldn't have. Okay, I made it. We're gonna start making these cold Looms and reaching out to some leads. It is 8:24 p.m. Let's see how many we can get through. The answer is 1. My brother ended up needing to go to the ER. He's doing okay now, but they had absolutely no internet service because of the storm, so I just slept.
He's gonna go to room 2918.
2918, okay. Are we driving over there? Are they gonna take him by ambulance? He ended up getting admitted. We had to drive to another hospital, but luckily the storm had passed. But by the time we got there and settled into his room, it was like 4 a.m. And so day 1 was over and our lead count was still at 0. On the morning of day 2, my brother was doing okay. So I dragged myself off the hospital couch to go meet my partner at our pickleball tournament. If I bailed, he wouldn't have been able to play, so I had to rally. We had a lot of fun, and I'm just telling myself that if I'd gotten a full night's sleep, we would have gotten gold, but instead we got bronze, but it's all good. On the drive back to the hospital, I re-listened to the Core 4 chapter and started sending Looms from there for a few hours. Then I went home to film a podcast episode and get the second of my Core 4 ways going, posting organic content. I have 24 minutes to get ready for this podcast, and I need to set up my filming space.
You know, just about 2 years ago, me and Catherine, she is my fiance, we were watching one of your videos, and so you and Jerry Norton were actually the people who got us our first deal.
I'm glad I could play a small part in that, but it's a lot of work that you did for it, so congrats. This Thursday, I'm doing a free webinar just about content and monetizing. If you want to come to that, I would love to have you and just continue to help you grow your platforms, because I think what you're doing is super, super helpful. And if you can continue to grow it, that's just going to be more good out there.
Yeah, I would love to be there. So
awesome.
It was so nice getting to talk to you.
Yeah,
have
you
a great
as well.
day, okay?
All right, talk soon, man. Bye. I ended up filming about 20 pieces of short form content and sent it to my team, and they were amazing at getting it edited out quickly so we could post that multiple times on all the short form platforms over the next couple of days. So that took care of posting the free content, and my focus shifted back to outreach. At this point, I'd probably sent out about 50 cold Looms, but no one had actually responded or booked a call to qualify as a true lead. So day 2 ended and we were still at 0.
All right, it's like
6:30, just trying to get some deep work in. We got a lead last night. We got someone who I sent a cold email that booked a free call with me, so I'll do that at 9. That's exciting. Hopefully I can close that person. And yeah, just get some work done as the sun comes up.
Yesterday, I was on a call with a guy from Pickleball Superstore, and he said that he had just spoke to you.
Yeah.
Being Kyle's agent, so.
It's been absolutely crazy. We did it. Oh man. He was like, no brainer, absolutely, let's do it. Yay. All right, 1 client closed so far this week. Here's a look at where we are for the week. Instagram content got 10 opt-ins to the webinar, Twitter got 3, and posting to my community tab on YouTube got 2. 2 people responded to my cold outreach, and referrals from my current clients were at 5. And we ask our clients for referrals every week, so I'm super happy with the results for that. So total 22 leads and 1 closed sale for $2,500. Not bad. At this point, I was happy with the sale, but the amount of leads that we were getting was just way too low. So I gave in. And so I did this email blast to my existing YouTube audience, and I've been growing that email list for years. And I thought that this warm outreach would get me closer to the 500 leads. And it did, but it was a mistake, which we'll realize in a moment, but it did get people interested. So after reviewing some work from my existing clients, I sent that email blast and got back on making cold looms and DMs, which is when I found something crazy. All right, y'all, shout out to Lili of the past, because apparently back in October 7th of 2022, which is literally a year ago, I created this how to become a content creator Google form. And there's like an automatic, I didn't really know this, but like I have somebody who runs my Instagram, and shout out to you from K, because you do an amazing job. But there's like these auto questions that when someone goes to DM me, it says like, common questions. And one of them is, I would like to become a content creator. Can you help? Something like that. And when people hit that, it automatically replies and says, hey, fill out this form. And so that's just been happening automatically in my DMs. And now I'm about to check and see how many responses this form has gotten, because that would be a heck of a lot of leads. 224 with 199 people saying they're interested in YouTube. That to me is dope. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so helpful. Yes, I'm adding this to my total. Okay, I know I didn't do this today, but I'm adding this to my total. So it's about 5 a.m. and I wish I could say I was getting up just to work, but my dad is having knee surgery in a couple hours, and so I'm headed to the hospital. Too many hospitals recently, and I'll just try to get as much work as I can done from there. I need to check the numbers and see where we're at this morning. After finding those leads in the Google form and then emailing my YouTube audience, I had added another 98 leads for those interested in the YouTube growth agency. And I even got another sales call scheduled. Okay, I've been working on the slides for tonight's presentation. I know exactly what I'm gonna say, but like just getting the slides looking nice. And right now I have another sales call, so let's see what we can do. That first goal that I would set is getting people from the videos into those different monetization methods on the back end.
Absolutely. Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Very cool. It is 6:54. We're starting in 6 minutes, so I gotta get my lighting set up. And I should be good to go. We'll see. Although 147 of the leads were ones that signed up specifically for the webinar, only about 40 showed up live, but honestly, it went really well. What I want you to think about right now is it works for anyone who has a message or a story that can bring value to those who hear it. I was proud of the free value I gave, and people gave such positive feedback, but afterwards I was feeling super drained and just waiting for some sales. That is tiring. I feel like that went well. I feel like, goodness, I'm tired. Let's see if we sell anything. Nothing was happening. There were 10 people on the site directly after the webinar, but still no sales. I feel like all of my energy and attention has gone to this in the last couple of days. And now that it's over and it's out there, it's like man, it would be really nice to meet my goals at the end of all of this. I'm gonna go find some food. Come back and check later. That night before going to bed, I still hadn't made any sales. And while I tossed and turned, I realized the reason. So many of the attendees at the webinar were not my ideal customer. Because I wanted to reach my lead goal so badly, I filled my pipeline with unqualified leads, which is why I wasn't able to convert them. The attendees were new YouTubers, many of whom haven't even started their channels yet. But 90% of my current clients do have an existing YouTube channel, and they all have businesses that can convert their YouTube viewers into paying clients. And so I didn't make any sales from the webinar. And my biggest takeaways are that getting in front of high quality leads is more important than getting in front of a large volume of leads at this stage in my business. I would love to serve new YouTubers, but we're just not there yet, and that's not the service that we provide. And when my pipeline is full of my ideal leads, I can also just close them at a much higher rate anyway. So if you want to learn more about how the agency works and why I started it in the first place, it's all because of this one book right here. Hit the like button before you go, and thanks for watching.